school may be out, but student athletes all over Lee County are still putting in the work on the field.
Summer football practices are underway right now at Cypress Lake High School. 4 Your Corner's Catherine Marsh is speaking with coaches on how they plan to keep their student athletes safe throughout the year. Catherine?
Good morning, Chris and Jane. Yes, it's a busy morning here at Cypress Lake High School. You can see behind me, football practice is underway for the summer. And of course, we know it can be hot out there. There are going to be a lot of factors that go into being, exhausted when it comes to football practice. So I've got head coach Richie here with me. Now, you guys are obviously practicing for, sports injury prevention, but you also have some training coming up today. FHSAA has now required you guys to do heat illness training. Now, talk to us about the training. What does that look like?
There's a couple online courses that we take. They go through some videos, ask you a few questions, and just to make sure we're up to date with any type of, new medical information, new ways to keep the kids safe, new strategies and ideas of things to do to make sure that, that these kids are able to participate in sports and have a good time and stay healthy at the same time.
Why do you think this is so important to do something like this?
Well, obviously sports are very, taxing on your body. Down here in Florida where we have so many sports going on at the same time and kids training year-round, you want to make sure that you're communicating with them, make sure they're staying healthy, and obviously the health and growth and maturation of the kids is of most important to us.
And the online training, is that today only? How long does that take to go through?
No, the way I understand it is that you're supposed to do it at some time before football technically starts. We just kind of want to get out ahead of the curve and get everything done. It's so hot in June and July that we just want to make sure that the coaches are up to date and, we take care of the kids.
And to help avoid heat illness, what kinds of things are you guys doing to prevent that?
A lot of it starts with communication with the kids and the parents and preparation. A lot of it's done at home with hydration and proper nutrition and making sure that we talk to them about some other activities and things they're doing. Some of these kids are going to go home and rest and then come back tonight and do something for basketball or baseball or whatever. So, making sure you communicate with them and understand what's going on and getting them to understand their body and the feelings of what heat illness and overuse and exhaustion can feel like. And then obviously we take all the necessary precautions in terms of water, and we have our ice tub and the coolers of ice and the proper timed breaks and all that.
Yeah, all right, sounds good. Thank you so much, Richie. Stick with us, we got more coming up. We're live in Fort Myers. Catherine Marsh, Fox 4, in your corner.
I'm sure that is very reassuring for a lot of parents out there. Thanks, Catherine. So starting today, the Florida High School Athletic Association will require the coaches and athletes to watch some of their training and prevention videos following this early morning practice. For all the details, just head over to fox4now.com.
And also starting today, the American Sailing Association will help clean up our water ahead of the 4th of July holiday. During Operation Plastic Pollution Purge, the association will ask boaters to take a bag with them to pick up any trash they see. The initiative will continue through the summer. The association says they want to raise some awareness about the dangers of plastic in our oceans and how it affects our wildlife and our health. Tomorrow on Fox 4 Morning News at 7, you can learn more about how to keep our beaches clean during the 4th of July holiday.
All right, well, Newlyweds First Dance added some flair to surprise guests.
Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
Carolina, their fully choreographed first dance lasted more than 3 minutes. The bride's cousin shot this video and posted it to Facebook, where it has since gone viral. According to the Charlotte Observer, the cousin says the couple practiced the dance for 3 months.
Oof, it's a long time, but that's how you kick off a party.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
Right? All right, you've heard of watch dogs, but
right.
How about a watch llama?
Never heard of that until I saw this guy.
Look at him.
A rancher in Wentworth, Missouri has pressed a llama into service to protect his property. The llama is known as Tony Llama, very territorial, and can be counted on to make sure nothing harms his family's herd of cattle or really his family members themselves. One time the rancher had to distract Tony Llama so electrical crews could come in and work on utility poles.
He'll run at you, and he usually lowers his head down, kind of parallel with his body. But then whenever he gets up to you, he'll kind of puff up his chest more. And then if he really wants to attack you, he'll stand on his hind legs. And he's about 8 or 9 feet tall whenever he does that. So it's really intimidating.
He's got an edge to him, Tony Llama does. The family said if they had a female llama, they would have named it Dolly. Dolly Llama. Get it?
Uh-huh, very cute. I like Tony Llama and Dolly Llama.
Yeah.
It's flaring its nostrils.
Yeah, I'm not messing with Tony Llama.
Right? One scary llama.
Right. How many times have you ever said that? One scary llama.
Not a sentence I thought I'd ever say, but here we are. Let's shut it down. Show's over. Not getting better than that story. Just kidding.
Who Tony Llama's mama is.
Yeah, I don't know. Mama llama. That's funny. Here's the look at temperature. 7:19 right now on our Monday morning. Happy Monday. It's warm, it's muggy as you head out the door, but our conditions are clear and quiet. So no weather worries to start the day. 77 right now in Naples, 76 for Marco Island and Cape Coral, 74 in Fort Myers and Punta Gorda. That's where we're at in LaBelle and Immokalee as well. Your heat index values or your feels like temperatures this morning, not significantly different than actual air temperatures. We have that going for us, but our dew points are on the sticky side. Somewhere between 70 and 75 is where we're starting. So you know on our dew point scale here, that's somewhere between humid and oppressive. That's where we'll stay this afternoon, and that will contribute to the heat index value really increasing quickly as we head into later this morning even. Highs today are going to land in the low 90s, but even by 10:30, we're looking at heat index values approaching triple digits, and that's where we'll stay for most of the day. And not just 100, but up to 105 degrees at times in terms of what it feels like. You see that as we head through noon, as we head toward 2:30, we're still looking at the triple digit heat index values, 102 at 4:15 in LaBelle. And as we head toward 5:30, 6:30, we're still looking at the triple digit heat index values. See, this is 5:30 and it's 101 in Punta Gorda. So do take care of yourself today. Stay hydrated, take breaks in the shade. It is going to be one of those steamy afternoons. And although, yes, once those scattered storms start to develop, we will start to see a little bit of those pockets of the rain-cooled air, but we're not looking at a complete wash. Chances today near 50%. So the areas that aren't seeing the rain activity at that time will stay on the warm side. This morning, it's clear and quiet. Doppler radar not picking up on much. The satellite is clear as well. So we are looking at mostly sunny skies as you start your Monday morning. The tropics are clear and quiet as well. Not currently tracking any expected development through the next 5 days in the Atlantic Basin. So all you're worried about as you head out the door this morning are the warm and muggy conditions. We'll stay sunny through about noon. By then, we'll start to see a few of those clouds mixing in with scattered storms developing after 2 or 3. At first, closer to the coastline. So that's where we'll start to see some of this development popping in and out. As we head into late afternoon, early evening, most of that coverage is going to be inland east of I-75, but you notice there will be a few areas with the stormy activity closer to the coastline. So just grab that umbrella regardless of where you live, but do expect a few of those scattered storms on your commute home today. You see those scattered storms on and off through this evening, through tonight. Do expect the pockets of heavy rain, the frequent lightning, perhaps some gusty winds within the thunderstorms that develop, with activity settling down as we head into the overnight hours. So your pool planner, I think the first half of the day looks fantastic. Just don't forget the sunscreen, a lot of sunshine. Heat index values triple digits with highs in the low 90s. A few more clouds as we head toward 1 or 2, and then you'll want to wrap it up heading toward 3 or 4 with those scattered storms developing, lasting on and off through the evening hours. Your 4-city forecast showing 93 in Fort Myers, 92 in Port Charlotte and the Cape, 90 today in Naples. A forecast high of 93 in Lehigh and Harbor Heights, 91 in Inglewood and Everglades City. Your Ingman marine boating forecast showing winds today 5 to 10 knots with an extreme UV index. So again, sunscreen is key regardless of what those outdoor activities bring. As we head toward the 4th of July holiday, our conditions stay consistent. So sunny skies to start your Wednesday. Scattered showers and storms expected 4th of July afternoon and evening, with the storm activity wrapping up in time for fireworks for most of the area.
All right, that sounds good, Danny. Thank you very much. I want to show you a live picture of I-75 near Daniels Parkway. Interstate is not a problem this morning if you need it to get to where you're going. Things looking great on the interstate. We do have a new accident to tell you about, though. This is at US 41 and Estero Parkway in Estero. No roadblocks, so hopefully that'll get cleared up soon. And we are still tracking this accident, Palomino Lane and Daniels Parkway. There is a roadblock there. We do know that this is an area that gets a lot of traffic, so you may see some slowdowns on Daniels Parkway in the area of Palomino.
A woman says she's lucky to be alive after her morning walk with her pet turned into a nightmare.
We'll tell you how her dog risked its life to save hers. 7:23 is your time now. You're watching Fox 4 Morning News.
At 7:26, a dog in Arizona is being hailed a hero after getting bitten by a rattlesnake while saving its owner.
Yeah, that's the important part. Saved its owner from being bitten. Paula Godwin went on her usual morning walk on Friday with Todd. That's her 6-month-old golden retriever. But this time she decided to take a different path, and something caught Todd's attention before Paula even noticed anything was wrong.
Todd literally kind of bolted quickly toward my leg. He was a gray, white, speckled rattlesnake.
The snake then bit Todd in the mouth. Paula says if it wasn't for Todd, she would have been bitten. Now, Todd is doing better, and his swelling has even gone down. 7:26 is your time. You're watching Fox 4 Morning News.
You're watching Fox 4 Morning News with Jane Monreal, Chris Shaw, and Storm Shield Weather with Danny Beckstrom. Fox 4 Morning News.
Time right now is 7:30. Welcome to Monday morning. Looks like it's getting a little bit busy over the river heading into downtown Fort Myers. Otherwise, things are calm. The sky looks beautiful and clear and nice. Won't be like that all day, though, will it?
No, it's going to get hot. Danny, I was in downtown Fort Myers yesterday. So
and you
my
got a
son,
ticket.
No, that was previous.
That was a while ago.
Dang it.
Yeah. My son loves to play Pokemon Go, right? So
Great place.
that's a great place to go.
Yeah.
So we went there, and brought my daughter too, who doesn't like to play, and so she was just going crazy because it was so hot, and she wanted to leave so badly. So, so I'd say yesterday was a little too hot to Pokemon Go hunt, but then we went to the pool, and it was perfect for the pool. So we're kind of in that in between.
Yeah.
Too hot for Pokemon Go, perfect for the pool.
Perfect for the pool. You should have dropped Olivia off at my house, downtown Fort Myers. I could have hung out with her at the pool all day, and you could have gone off and done your Pokemon Go. It is great to do downtown Fort Myers. There are lots of different, like, hot spots.
Yeah, but you know, with all the construction they're doing for the new convention center and the hotel, you can't walk around as much.
Oh, is that right?
Downtown. Yeah, it's all a construction site.
You need to tell Grant there's always a really good, like, rare Pokemon hiding by one of our what are those? One of the docks by my apartment building.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you need, because I'm friends with someone who
Hmm.
plays Pokemon Go, which is embarrassing because I'm like old. But yeah, we always have to go back there, and it kind of feels like you're going to get murdered at any second. But then you get this great, great Pokemon.
It's worth it. Yeah,
yeah, it's totally worth it.
Collect the little thing.
Yeah, but you're totally right. Perfect weather for the pool, not so perfect weather if you're walking a mile downtown searching for Pokemon. It is steamy out there. This morning, actually not too bad. Very humid, yes, but temperatures in an okay spot, mid to upper 70s. Skies are clear, radar is dry. We're starting the morning with a lot of sun. As we head into midday, a couple clouds will start to develop, highs back in the low 90s with heat index values up to 105 degrees at times. As we head toward 2, 3 o'clock, that's when we'll start to see a few scattered storms develop with chances 50% on and off through the evening. Jane?
All right, Will, we have some trouble spots out there. The first now on Lee Boulevard after James Avenue before Alvin, just getting word of a wreck, as well as the one crash on Palomino Lane that's still working near Daniels Parkway, being cleared from the roadway. Once you pick up I-75, things aren't too bad out there through Lee County. We do have that collision now, not blocking any lanes, but just watch for some activity around US 41 and Estero Parkway. Before you go fishing, even hit the beach or the river today, water quality experts warn you want to be aware of the toxins that could harm you.
Now, this is hard to believe, but they also say the algae blooms could even get into the canals in North Fort Myers and Cape Coral. So let's get to 4 in Your Corner's Michael Cadigan. He joins us live from one of the last places we've seen it in North Fort Myers with the health risks you should know about. Michael.
Good morning, Chris and Jane. Right now, we've been here at a pier near the Edison Bridge all morning since 5 a.m. and we've smelled and seen plenty of green algae. Here's another look at it. If we're going to show you right now, you can see it kind of washing up right there, and it's kind of like a thick paste. We didn't really get a good look at it like earlier, but now I can really see how thick that sludge is. Now, when we're talking about these toxins, and if you want another good look, take a look at this photo taken by a Fox 4 viewer, Christopher Cessna, over by the Franklin Lock in Alva. You can see the thick green stuff that he took that picture on Saturday. Now, this same water was tested by the Florida Department of Health and the Calusa waterkeepers. Chris and Jane mentioned those toxins you have to watch out for. They could be packing a neurotoxin and one that could attack your liver, and that could really cause liver function problems. So, John Cassani, you mentioned Jane's warning earlier about fishing and swimming. You really want to make sure that, especially 4th of July week, that you want to keep an eye on the water if you're going to have any outdoor plans. Reporting live in Fort Myers, Michael Cadigan, Fox 4, in your corner.
All right, Michael. Yeah, that is just disgusting.
It
How
looks like
thick
paint,
it is.
didn't it?
Exactly. All right, well, the race for Florida's next governor is heating up. Both parties are flooding the airways for your vote.
So 4 in your corner broke down the platforms the candidates are running on. I'll start on the Republican side, and a lot of the debate there is centering on which candidate is more Florida. Agriculture Commissioner Adam Putnam says his competition, Congressman Ron DeSantis, spends way too much time out of the state.
You shouldn't have to have a map or a GPS to find your way, and you need to be focused on Florida issues.
Now, part of that attack stems that Putnam has lived in Florida all of his life. His family goes back generations in this state. But Congressman DeSantis says his time away from Florida is normal for residents of the Sunshine State.
With Florida, you got to understand, there's a lot of people who spend half the year in Florida, so they have an interest in doing that. Donald Trump himself spends a lot of time in Florida. He's not necessarily a Florida resident.
And the president does support DeSantis in this race. So far, the priority has been to establish support for the president's policies. Both candidates do, even the ones that don't have a direct connection to the state.
Now let's turn to the Democrats. There are 5 candidates right now, and 4 of them showed up for a debate ahead of the primary in August.
Former Miami Beach Mayor Philip Levine says he'd be willing to spend $25 million of his own fortune on his candidacy. He's pledging to ban assault rifles, raise the minimum wage, boost public education spending, and aggressively deal with sea rise and climate change. Former Congresswoman Gwen Graham wants to de-emphasize standard testing in public schools. She wants to increase environmental standards and make opposition to the president a campaign centerpiece.
The soul of our country is under attack by Donald Trump.
We shouldn't have to turn decisions for the direction and the future direction of this state over to the Millionaires Only Club.
And that was Tallahassee Mayor Andrew Gillum. He wants to hike the corporate tax rate, spend that revenue in education, and enact a Bernie Sanders-esque Medicare for All policy. And there's progressive entrepreneur Chris King, who's never held public office. He's calling for ending the death penalty, a sales tax on bullets, and legalizing marijuana. Palm Beach billionaire real estate tycoon Jeff Green didn't enter the campaign in time to make the debate. However, he is in the race now, vowing to spend whatever it takes and already flooding the airwaves with anti-Trump TV ads. All right, it is finally here. The fourth night of Wimbledon starts today. Roger Federer will take center court in a quest for a record-extending 9th men's single title. 7-time Wimbledon champ Serena Williams back in London for the first time since giving birth. She also plays today. While most favor either Federer or Nadal to take the men's title, world number 1 Simona Halep is the favorite on the women's side, just coming off a French Open win. All right, I want to get you up to date on the latest World Cup matches. 2 big teams with star players are going home following some unexpected results during the first round of the knockout stage.
Unexpected, but really some great games. First up, Argentina. They're going home along with their star Leo Messi. The South American team lost to France 4-3. They just couldn't keep up with 19-year-old French player Kylian Mbappe, who scored 2 of France's goals. He was great. Next up, Portugal. They are also leaving. Cristiano Ronaldo. They're going home. Uruguay beat them 2-1.
And unfortunately, my team Spain is out. They were favored, but a draw with Russia 1-1 sent the game into penalty kicks. Host nation Russia made 4 of their PKs, while Spain made 3. And for the second time in a day, Croatia versus Denmark also came down to penalty kicks. The score was 1-1 after the 90 minutes, but both goals were actually scored in the first 5 minutes of the game. Croatia ended up scoring 3 penalties to Denmark's 2.
I was shocked that Russia beat Spain. So will we see those kind of upsets today? Well, the games start at 10 this morning, and it is a big one. Brazil and Mexico. Brazil is the favorite in this one. They're looking to win their 3rd game in a row at a World Cup, and that hasn't happened since 2006.
Wow, and at 2 this afternoon, Belgium versus Japan. Experts say this game will go to Belgium. Belgium has scored more goals than any other team in this World Cup group stage. Both of the games will be here on Fox 4. I feel like you don't want to be favored because Germany was favored, lost. Spain favored, out.
Yeah, so
Portugal out.
Rooting for our roots this World Cup. Jane's team is gone. My team, Germany, is gone. Danny, you have the only team left with the English.
Does that surprise anyone? No.
Well, they're playing tomorrow, so
my
we'll
roots
see.
are just so superior.
I can kind of see him.
I know. I actually do have a hair appointment today, right after the show. No, I'm not kidding.
That was a total joke. I did not mean to call you out.
No, I have a hair appointment with Diana Create at 10 o'clock, and I'm so excited because she watches the show sometimes, and whenever my hair gets bad, I get so embarrassed for her because it's not her fault. It's because I'm cheap and lazy.
Okay.
But I have a hair appointment today, so everyone that thinks my roots are bad.
I didn't.
There you go.
I didn't even look. I promise.
Just wait. What time is it? 7:30. Just wait 2.5 more hours, and I'll be looking much better. Tomorrow morning, it'll be like this never happened. This is a live look this morning. Storm Smart Skycam into downtown Fort Myers from our camera at the Best Western in North Fort Myers. Really clear and quiet to start the morning. Warm and muggy, yes, but we're not tracking rain right now. I'll let you know when we do expect those storms to develop coming up in just a few minutes. Catherine?
Good morning, Danny. We're here at Cypress Lake High School, where practice for football is underway for the summer. Find out how a new statewide rule can help you keep your kids safe coming up.
All right, Catherine. Well, part of the morning commute may include making that perfect cup of coffee to kickstart your day.
Naples Coffee Shop will teach us how to pick the right bean and how you can help them give back.
Also want to show you a live picture of I-75 near Bonita Beach Road as traffic starts to pick up a little bit on this Monday morning. You're watching Fox 4 Morning News.
At 7:43, look at 75 near Alico Road. You can see that things are certainly loading up, trying to put in a few more days before the holiday, but not too bad. We don't have any accidents in lanes at this point, but we do have some trouble spots out there. Full traffic reports coming up in just a couple of minutes. And school may be out, but student athletes in Lee County are still putting in the work and on the field.
Summer football practices are underway right now at Cypress Lake High School. 4 in Your Corner's Catherine Marsh is speaking with the coaches how they plan to keep those athletes safe when it is so hot out there. Catherine.
Good morning, Chris and Jane. Yes, it's been a very busy morning here at Cypress Lakes High School. Football practice is underway for the summer, and starting today, Florida High School Athletic Association is requiring both coaches and athletes to undergo heat illness training. Now, that'll all follow the training that they're doing right now following the morning, but it's a series of online videos that they'll go over heat illness prevention and specifics like that. I've got head coach here, Richie, with me. Now, not only are we talking about heat illness prevention here, but you also have just sports injury prevention as well. How do you guys keep your kids safe all summer long?
Trying to stay educated with all the new techniques of the lifting and all that, and really getting them here, getting them acclimated to the hard work, getting them acclimated to the heat slowly rather than shocking their bodies. We have a few different exercises and things we do. We have a state-of-the-art invention by a Cypress Lake alum that nobody else is even really using to try and prevent knee and ankle injuries. And most of what this is about getting stronger, but the whole idea of the weight room is for mainly injury prevention. You want to keep the kids healthy through the season and allow them to play and participate the way they want.
Absolutely. And we are indoors right now. I mean, does that help with heat illness prevention as well, keeping them inside as long as you can as opposed to hanging out on the field all day long?
It does, absolutely, especially in the heat of June and July. And we're going to go outside and we get there running in, and we do some things again about getting them acclimated slowly before we start in August. But anytime we can do anything indoors, they love it, and we try and do that.
Yeah, breath of fresh air for sure. All right, thank you, Richie. Stick with us. We got more coming up. We're live in Fort Myers. Catherine Marsh, Fox 4.
All right, Catherine, thank you. Starting today, the Florida High School Athletic Association will require coaches and athletes to watch heat stroke training and prevention videos following practice. For all the details on that, go to our website, fox4now.com.
If you are just waking up, chances are you're reaching for that cup of joe before work. I'm in the Cornerstone Kitchen with a special guest, Stephanie Bunnett of Kunjani Craft Coffee and Gallery, with how to make that perfect cup and a mission on giving back. Stephanie, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
We do love making the perfect brew. I wish we could have it at home. How, first of all, do you pick the right coffee bean for your ideal cup of coffee?
Right, so we're very big on having organic beans and that are locally roasted here in Naples and in Miami, so they're freshly roasted every week, so you get that really good cup of coffee. And then it also just depends if you want a medium roast, light roast, or dark roast. I prefer a lighter roast in the morning because it's sort of like a breakfast blend, which is what I've got for us here today. Okay. I've already pre-ground and pre-weighed out 60 grams of ground coffee. Okay. And the grind is very important as well. You have to do it on a really coarse grind for the French press. Then you have your hot water. You can get this straight out of a kettle. And you just want to put it all the way around, get the grinds all nice and moist, and keep going.
Love that smell.
I know, and the trick is to just give it a little swirl right in the beginning.
Okay.
Because that releases all the extra flavors. Leave yourself a little space because you're going to take the topper and rest this lightly on top. Put this down and then set a timer for 4 minutes. So you have to be a little patient, but it's going to taste delicious.
You're not a traditional coffee shop. You make some jewelry as well. This is quite unique. Talk to me about that.
Yes, so we have the coffee shop and we have the gallery side. So we have jewelry, linens, bags, different items, and we've brought some of the jewelry here today, and it's unique because it's all made by previously disadvantaged women in South Africa.
Wow.
And so they can make the jewelry, learn how to do invoices, open bank accounts, support their families, and so it's not just, you know, make jewelry, make a profit. It's actually giving back and helping people. Coffee shop, gallery, and non-profit, and our first mission was